Hey guys, and I thought I'd make another video for you guys today, and I thought I'd show you guys how to make your own DIY concealer. Now, concealers can get super expensive, and they also, if you guys don't have a concealer and you're starting out with makeup, and you really don't feel like you need one, well, you feel you need the need to buy one yourself, this is a great alternative. I am also comparing these to my regular concealers that I use at home, whether they're thick or they're thin. You know, I really think that you guys should try this out. So let's get started. So the things we're going to need to create this concealer is a foundation, and I'm using my everyday foundation. A powder foundation. Now you can use either one, but I like to use both because this kind of thickens them up also. And then this is a completely optional product, but primers will just make it stay on longer, and it can also thicken it up. You're also going to need a moisturizer, and the moisturizer I'm using is this Eucerin. It's an anti-wrinkle moisturizer, but it's my only super thick moisturizer. If you guys don't have super thick moisturizers, you can use a body butter, but my skin tends to be a little sensitive to products like that, which is why I won't use a moisturizer. Next, you're going to need a little container. This one I got at the Dollar Tree, and then some popsicle sticks. So starting out, you're going to, we're going to start out by putting in our white products. That's usually what I like to start with. So, and you're going to put in like a quarter a teaspoon of your moisturizer. That's a little bit more. That might be like a half a teaspoon maybe. And then your primer. And I'm using the this NYX one. Just a little bit. You really need like a little less than a teaspoon size. And then I'm also putting in this Revlon one. And you're just going to mix it together. And that's done. Now you're going to add in your foundation, and I'm adding in just as much moisturizer as foundation, maybe a little bit more. Just mix it together. Now, this next part, now you've made your concealer. I'm going to add in more foundation. No, I take that back. You want to add a little more foundation than your regular moisturizer. So, now you're going to test this out in your hand. This is a great way to figure out how much you need. So now I'm going to add in my powder. And you want to add in quite a lot of powder. Just about like maybe half a teaspoon of your powder. Now, I'm not quite the night owl, and what I mean by that is I don't get that bad dark circles, and I'm still young too, but it's still nice to have a nice concealer because, however, I do get acne. So mixing it together. And basically, the amount isn't too specific. You just want to swatch it out, seeing what can cover up how much coverage you need. So adding in more is always great. Okay, so that's what your concealer is going to look like. So I'm just adding in more, basically, just continuously. And you want to stir it really nicely. Just make little swatches of your concealer, seeing how much coverage. So I think I have enough coverage in there. You can even throw in like a stick foundation, a little bit of that. That will definitely add coverage. So that's what mine looks like. Now we're going to test this with our other ones. Now, if it doesn't work out, add in more foundation. So that's basically the deal here. So I'm going to test this against, this thick one, because they're about the same color. So I'm going to try and cover up a freckle here. So I just put it on there. And that's pretty good coverage. Next one. So this is definitely a thinner one. Let me test this out on my eyes. So let me just get my mirror. Ugh. Got it. So my makeup's kind of coming off a little bit, so I'm just going to use, and I like to apply my concealer or whatever in a triangle shape. So I'm going to test this one. Against this one, and this is the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light. And I think that this one is a little bit darker. So that's the coverage that I got from my concealer. I'm going to try and cover up this little freckle right here. This one right here. We'll just see how much coverage it has. So that's how much coverage that one gave. And now I'm going to try one up here. So I think it has okay coverage. I think that it's not going to be as good as your high-end products, but definitely if you're just starting out with foundations and all that, this is a great way to make your own concealer, because it it's just a great start. So it's not going to be full coverage. I think that it is not a very high coverage concealer, but I definitely think that if you're just starting out and you don't need something like that, it's a great alternative, and that it will help with tough light with when you're starting out. So thanks for watching this tutorial, you guys. If you guys found it helpful, especially if you're just starting out, leave a comment down below. And I will see you guys in my next tutorial. And my next tutorial, just saying, is going to be about how to make your own primer. So if you guys want to know how to make your own, leave a link down below. A primer is definitely great if you're just starting out and you don't need something big, because a lot of people, primers can get pricey. Again, just like the concealer, leave a comment down below if you like it. And I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.